morning, ready to go?
Here you go again.
Nice and early.
Yeah.
Let's go and feed these pigs.
Lukey, ready to go. Let's get on. Yep, jump on.
You're alright, you're moaning a lot.
How's the traffic this morning?
Well, the traffic's fine, but I can't see a frigging thing out of this windscreen if I'm perfectly honest with you.
Hold the lid, otherwise that flips out and all the food drops down. Just commit to it. Next one. Rather than seeing him just skinny and then he just crops up that end.
Feed the pigs. Why do we feed the pigs first?
Feed the pigs first because if you don't feed them, they'll escape, and then you've got pigs everywhere and you spend all day putting pigs away. So it's a good start to the day anyway. It's a pretty good route around the farm to kind of check everything. Yes, I am going to feed the pigs, but it's an opportunity for me to check anything. Not that I can see anything currently at the front. I'm driving like Ace Ventura. Look.
Lucky you know the roads.
Yeah, well, you'd be surprised. I still bang into stuff, don't worry. So we all had to burn through that scorching weather sort of late last week. And our pigs are the same, and the hard bit about pigs is they can't actually sweat. So it's super important that we get out and we create these wallows. So most of the pigs will do it themselves, sort of push the trough over or whatever, get some water on the ground. But I was out here hosing them down for probably 3 or 4 days last week. Just hose them down and hose the piglets down and make sure they've got mud to cover themselves in. That's how they cool down. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. The pigs is an opportunity. We have to kind of drive away everywhere anyway. So checking where all the ducks are. We've had a significant rain event last night, so there's ponds and puddles and stuff everywhere, so they really spread out, which is good because they're spreading their fertility a little bit further and moving on to patches of fresh grass that maybe they wouldn't, so it's a good result.
What you got there, big balls?
Well, these are the ones we got yesterday, so there's none dead, which is encouraging. But these are our little Japanese quails. They're out here for 4 weeks. This is our pastured model. That these birds can fly. They're probably the most easily predated animal in the world, so there's no true free range model for these birds. So this is a model that we use. They've got heaps of room in here, and as you're about to see, we move them along every day. So they get fresh pasture. They get, you know, well over 150 square meters of pasture in the 4 weeks that they're here. So it works really, really well. It keeps the birds safe. It allows them to eat the bugs and the grubs and the dirt and the pasture and whatever that they should get naturally. And it just allows us to keep them really safe. Whoa. So these guys have had 24 hours on that little patch of grass there, and they've manured that perfectly for us. So just using this winch, we try and design all the practices here at Tathra so anyone can do them. You don't have to be a 100-kilo Kiwi to move a quail pod. We've had girls do this, my wife does this, so this is a really good system. So we just pulse this forward. We're making sure we're not cussing any of the birds, because they are birds, they're not the most intelligent of beings. But they do get the idea that after a couple of days that they're going to get fresh grass, so they run forward. So they've fertilised where they were. Now they've got fresh grass for the next 24 hours. We've just filled the food up. Beautiful, clean Wombi and cave water. They've got shade if they need it, cover, shelter, nice open air. It's a nice day, so it's a pretty good lifestyle, I reckon.
Fresh nappy, fresh salad bar.
Yep, fresh feed, fresh water. Ball. Put the dog in. Ooh.
Lovely whistling.
Just gets everyone in the right mood in the morning, you know. It's a bit of upbeat whistling. Okay, so we've got the beautiful game farm quail. This is the factory farm produced quail, and this is the beautiful past chemical free quail that we've got out on Tathra Place now. So you can see this is a lot darker. I'd probably put that down to the vitamin D through the sunlight, the amount of sunlight that these birds would be getting. We're about to do a taste test, and it's all very exciting.
Next stop, brooder.
This is the brooder. This is where all our baby chickens progress through to about 3.5, 4 weeks. Really important that what they're standing on is clean, what they're drinking is clean, and what they're eating is clean. It's as simple as that. Coming in the morning, scratch the substrate around, fill up their waters and fill up their feeders, make sure everyone's okay, no one's limping, no carrying on like that, making sure both the lights are on, or whatever lights I've got on are on.
Hey, Lukey, how many things you find during the morning? I'll fix it later.
There's a fair few fix-it-laters. There's a fair few. I've got fix-it-laters from about 3.5 years ago, but I'm getting there. I'm getting around to them. So this is the heart of this property. There's 2 tanks here, you'll see. They're essentially joined together, so they just operate as one tank. And I've drawn this really complicated line here on the side. So you'll get the hang of working out where the water level is. So you'll be able to hear the difference. So there, it's right there. So I've got the water, it's well above the line. As soon as that water level drops behind the line, below the line, that's when we turn the bore on and we suck the water from out up under the ground.
Mate, tell me about the news, the big news on the dressies are outside, mate.
Yeah, they're out, and we're really close to having some ready. I mean, it's only a pretty small batch, our first batches. We were using our old little Chinese incubator at the time. But no, they love being outside. We've got them in areas where they've got plenty of shade. Well, the duck egg's like an Easter egg hunt every day here. They've got a little group of laying ducks here. They are...
You pick it up, James.
Escape artists.
Oh yeah, that's breakfast.
There's another one in here, Jamesy. Right in the middle of all the prickles. I'll let you get that one.
Get it, James. Oh yeah.
Beautiful. Now we can have 2 eggs in our omelette.
2 eggs.
Guilty. So once I finished all the chores in the morning and had me coffee, most importantly had me coffee, That's when I go ahead with sort of infrastructure projects and extra jobs we've got, like pushing these breasts around today. I've got Kenny, he's redoing the entire brooder, cleaning it from top to bottom. We've got baby chicks coming out of the brooder today. I know I've got to do at least one run of duck food with our big duck feeder. We feed out about 4 tonne of duck food a week here, so that takes a little bit of time as well. But I'm sure something will break or something will get out, or I'll have to whack a kid or something at one point. So there's always plenty of stuff to do, and this is sort of what makes up my days. I couldn't tell you at the start of the week exactly what I'd be doing every day because I'd be wrong.
You never stop though.
No, definitely don't stop. So we've got another batch of breasts here. This is our 3rd batch that we're putting out. This is actually the first week that we've got our nice big new incubator, so we've got decent numbers here. I'm not sure, I'm actually going to count them out. But you can see that the chickens hate long grass, and we've had an incredible season. So I actually had to run the cows through here first. The cows have done all the hard work in here for me and mowed it, and the chickens are just going to absolutely love through. Chickens for all this. Plenty of colour, plenty of shade, spots for them there to hide. I'm going to bring young Brianna in here, so this is her first sort of appointment too, that the Maremma that's going to guard these guys. So let's start counting them out, eh?
Yeah. Love and life. Mate, they're straight into the worms, eh? Straight into the bugs. Doesn't take them long.
It's a big day for little Brianna here. She's moving out of the breast breeding flock with Auntie Fluffy. She's going to get her own birds now, so we'll see how she goes.
So she was, for those who are watching, she was the girl who was on the original breast video. She came in here as a real little puppy. And this is, she's been looking after these guys. Well, Fluffy has. Now it's over, she's going to get her own birds. Where's your bucket, Brianna? Mate, would you hurry up?
Hey, not a rush, not a race, mate. We've done all our chores this morning and we put those beautiful breast chickens out, moved some dogs around, cleaned some troughs and a few other things. So one of the jobs that has to get done about once a week is feeding the ducks out. So we've got about 2.5 tonne of feed in the back there. We'll go down, we'll show you guys exactly how we feed out all these ducks. It's a pretty efficient way of doing it. The most inefficient way, part of this, unfortunately, this is about as fast as I can go. So this is a good opportunity to have a think about your day and maybe have some music or a good podcast. But it'll actually probably fall in this time. The hard bits now is get them out of the way so I can pull forward. So end of the day now. Got all the work done we wanted to get done. Well, almost. You never really complete everything. But this is Sir Gregor. This is my old geriatric horse. So I'm taking him around to my mates now. And me and Sir Gregor are going to help a friend of mine train his polo horses. So great way to end of the day. We'll go for a nice ride and we'll probably finish that off with a beer, I'd say. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed a bit of an insight into what's kind of the day-to-day, even though it's very different out here every day. Hope you got a bit of an insight into what we do and what I'm doing every day. And I guess I'll see you next time.